Guys, how would you like to stop doing that? If that looks familiar to you, if that's something that's happening in your game, it's probably a result of early extension. Now, in today's video, we're going to talk you through one of the main moves I see players making that leads to early extension. If we can correct this particular movement, we can begin to see us able to rotate the body better and therefore reduce our chances of extending too early and therefore reducing the chance of hitting shots that look like that. If you're interested, guys, let's get started. Early extension, frustrating, annoying, but curable. The reason why we see players extending too early in the swing, we see this kind of standing up through the strike, can often be a result of the right knee. The direction in which the right knee is moving can cause us significant problems. And yes, there is a correct direction that right knee should be moving. So as I face you guys, looking front on, a player who early extends will tend to have their right knee on their downswing, pushing towards the camera here, moving in this direction. And then from here, we begin to stand up. So we want the right knee, as we work into our downswing, to be pushing almost forward and ahead of the golf ball. So if I drag my golf ball back here, I set myself up, and as I work into the downswing here, I want my right knee to feel like it's pushing in this direction here. And as I push my right knee towards along the shaft line, towards the grip, which is positioned ahead of the golf ball here, we'll see that I start to rotate my left hip. This simple movement of pushing the right knee in that direction will have my left side rotate. Now the pressure is actually coming off my trail foot here, which you're about to see shortly, that there's starting to get a small amount of space develop between my heel and the ground. That's because we're now pushing pressure forward and beginning to rotate. So we understand that's the correct movement for the right knee. If we don't push it towards the camera here, so if I don't drive it forward, but I actually drive towards the front of the golf ball, which is probably best to think about a clock face, would be a great way to think about it. If I position my golf ball in the center of the camera here, you guys being 12 o'clock, we've got 12, 1, 2, so forth all the way through. Let's say 11 o'clock is here. I want to feel like my knee is pushing towards that 11 o'clock on the clock face. And then from there, that's going to enable me to rotate through. If we can get that happening, we start to get rotation. We reduce the need to early extend because we don't need to create the space. But what's the drill that we can do, or what sort of drill can we do to correct this? Really super simple drill. You're going to love it. And it has helped so many students. Okay, so drill number one, this is something I ask you guys to do at home, okay? Let's try and save some money. Let's not get outside, especially if it's in the winter months. These are things that we can do at home. Things essentially we can get for free by just doing some stuff in and around the house. And we don't need much more than about 5 minutes each day to do something like this to see improvement. What we're gonna do is we need 2 alignment sticks. First alignment stick we're gonna place on the ground parallel to our target line, okay? This is important because even in training, we wanna make sure that we're training with a level of precision. So we're gonna place that in as if we're setting up to hit a golf ball. My golf ball is on the ground here because again, I want to be a little bit more precise about what I do. So just to clarify that, we've got the alignment stick here. I'm going to take it, it's going to sit on the inside of my right heel here. So I get myself set up into my position. I've now got the alignment stick pointing to that 11 o'clock on the clock face. What we're going to do from here, very, very easy. Take our hands, cross them across our shoulders, get into golf setup, make our backswing here. So a great way to do this is actually get these shoulder lines to feel like it's going to match the alignment stick on the ground here, so that 11 to 4 to 5 o'clock spot there. We get into this position here, and I'm just simply going to push my right knee towards and just ahead of this alignment stick that's on the ground. Now we're creating the correct move. We're training to make the movement. We don't need to hit golf balls to do this to start with. We don't really want to hit golf balls because I do not want you to become outcome focused. We are going to be focused on the movement, on the process of the movement and getting that movement correct so that when you do go to the driving range and you do hit some golf balls, it's a lot easier to trust that motion because you've kind of built it in. Now I know many of you guys are range rats and you want to hit golf balls, you want to see the outcome. So when that time comes, I want your golf ball on the tee, same setup as what we've got at home. The only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the alignment stick back so that it's obviously not out in front of the golf ball because we're trying to hit the golf ball. Golf ball up on the tee here, going to get my right heel with the alignment stick in the correct position. I've got my 7 iron here. I'm teeing the golf ball up because we're going to do this at half speed. We're simply going to set ourselves up, swing to the top and pulls. And then from here, I want to try to push that knee forward. So I'm working it along the line, pause, and then hit through. The exercise here is not about good strikes. It's not about being able to hit the ball off the tee and hit it the full length of your normal 7-iron or wedge or whatever club you're using. It's about training the movement and just getting used to making some level of contact between club and ball. It's only as you become more confident with the movement, then we would start to say, right, let's just try and hit some full swings. But if we're going to hit full swings, we really want to make sure we're trying to video ourselves to ensure we can see that, that right knee's moving the way it's supposed to. And if it is moving the way it's supposed to, then we're going to find ourselves hitting the golf ball better. We're going to avoid those early extensions. Not bad. We're going to find ourselves hitting better golf shots. Now, what sort of time frame can we expect for this to take before those changes take shape? Well, unfortunately, guys, I'm yet to find anyone who's been able to break this early extension pattern in under 30 days. If you want to see the improvement occurring, the more you spend time at home working on this movement, so getting that alignment stick on the ground, no golf club, just feeling the movement, understanding how that right knee's working, you stand a pretty good chance. But I would genuinely say to yourself, if you're looking to improve this movement long term, you want to eradicate it from your game, you need to be allowing yourself between 3 and 4 months. That's a legitimate, genuine time frame that I've seen it take players to really get quite good. As always, guys, I appreciate you taking time to watch today's video. I do hope you found it helpful, and I do hope that this will help you reduce your early extension. As always, if you found today's video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. That helps my brand grow on YouTube. If you have a friend that needs help with their game, that maybe someone's struggling with the early extension, please feel free to share the video with them. If you have any questions or you would like some help with your game, please feel free to leave a comment. You'll see in previous videos, I'm more than happy to engage in comments and answer any questions that I can. It doesn't have to be about today's video, it can be about golf in general or about past videos or even about some future stuff you'd like to see. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you've got that little bell tick because we are releasing videos twice a week. Every week, and you don't want to miss out on what's upcoming. Until next time, happy golfing.